Well, hello, lovelies. It is the mermaid. Woo! Let's take a deep breath. Don't forget throughout your day to take time out to simply connect with your breath and slow down. Please and thank you. We have an unboxing today. I have recently purchased a slew of Oracle cards, and the unboxing that I'm doing today is the Divine Animals Oracle. Boom, 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 boom. And by the way, those of you, if this is your first time clicking on the channel, welcome. All my returning friends. It's great to see you. Um, you know that I'm a coffee enthusiast. I had a mixture today of espresso and a Costa Rican coffee. So it's really Costa Rican coffee, but I add maybe 2 tablespoons of the espresso when I brew, and it was nice. It was nice. The weather is absolutely gorgeous and sunny where I am today, and I was looking outside, and the squirrels running in my backyard and doing things I don't often like him or her to do. Um, if I put plants, any potted plant that I put on my deck in the back, they'll dig it up. If I put anything in the front, they leave them alone. Go figure. I don't know. But I had some really nice tomato and mint and some bell peppers, and they were coming along. Well, this was during the summer anyway, but they dug them all up. I was so annoyed. And I saw, because I know the squirrels that did it. I don't know why. So what I did is I put two pretty large potted, just with potted soil. I don't know what they want with the potted soil. Maybe they want the vitamins. I don't know. But yeah, I just left 2 empty ones, 2 filled pots with soil, and they just dug through that. Yeah, whatever works, right? So let's see which animals are protecting you and or you may need to work with and look into. Some of us in our ancestral line, there are certain animals that our family have worked with spiritually for eons. We are not. We certainly don't have to use those animals. Each person has their own totem. Okay, whether you're indigenous or not. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, what wants to come out? The first card out is Honeybee. Ooh, look at him. All scrumptious. Okay, he looks cute. Okay, and Lioness. I'm going to pull 3. I'm going to pull 4. And Butterfly and Orca. Yeah, and Orca. Let's put the numbers together. The Honeybee card is number 6. The Lioness is number 3. 10 for the Butterfly and 3 for the Orca. Lots of divisions of 3 there. Honeybee, reciprocity, we talked about this. The Lioness is for protection. The Butterfly is, you gotta be kidding me, it's so small. The Soul. And the Orca is the Songbird. So your spirit animal guides want you. I'm putting it all together. What are we saying? The theme for the week and the rest of our time on this planet. I didn't hear you. Speak up. Look at the writing in between is so little. It said reciprocity. Don't give your sweetness out, not even a smile, to a grumpy, nasty person. We call those gremlins. Actually, goblins or a gremlin, either. Look at the light over his head. What? Be careful who, be mindful, excuse me. Be mindful who you share your energy with. And certainly your honey. Okay. Okay. She said she's going to protect you. And she means it. You see that ankh in the middle of her chest there? Uh-huh. Number 3. That means that number 3 usually means messages from the spiritual world. 333. Look up the angel number 333. If you're not familiar with angel numbers, there are sequential numbers that are spiritual messages. Okay, 333. Look it up, or 33, but 333 specifically. What does she say? She says, "I'm gonna protect you." She says, "Yeah, come on in. Come on in. I'm going to protect you. When you need it, when you need a little strength. The strongest protection in the world is love. So to me, when I see protection, it means truth. It means love. Okay? And I naturally like rings on my left hand, and I've learned that that is the receiving. That's the receiving hand. Before I went through my spiritual journey, and when I was just in different phases of my life, I wore most of my rings on my right side because I gave too much of my energy away. I'm just in your Google Photos, you have memories that pop up, and I noticed certain things even 5 months ago, a year ago, and I'm so proud of you. Positive change, the smallest positive change has a ripple effect throughout every area of your life. But yes, love is the strongest protection there is. Yes. And truth is love. Not meanness, but truth. When somebody is honest with you. Butterfly. What does it say on the bottom? The soul. I preferred it over here. What does your soul need? You see, she only needs that one eye because you're using your third eye. What does your soul need, honey? Yesterday, I didn't have too much on my list because I will never overwork myself. Mm-mm. But instead, she was out frolicking, enjoying the sunshine, resting, having a staycation. She sure did. And she's back at it. And this one says songbird. I don't like orcas. Hey, this is a cute little. Which way we're going? This is a cute card, but me personally, I don't care orcas, and so they are. There's somebody's spirit animal, and they are whispering love to that sleeping little girl. Actually, when I first saw the card, I didn't notice that little baby there. Yes. Don't forget that when you go to sleep, when we're in survival mode, it's a lot more difficult to hear the messages that your ancestors and spirit guides want to give you, because you're very tired and you're not on that frequency. You're not on that frequency. So it's, of course, is difficult to understand and get the messages. But as you relax and you set your boundaries and your adrenals relax and your lymphatic system is relaxed and your respiratory system is relaxed, your cardiovascular system is relaxed. All right. You will notice things more frequently. You would get your messages that much more rapidly, but more concise as well. I tell myself all the time, the same way I was speaking just now, I thank my all my systems. Mm-hmm. And thank your reproductive systems as well. I know it's very taboo. It's part of your body. Why wouldn't you honor it? Please do. Your reproductive systems, your what is it? Your digestive systems. I thank my eyes every day, both spiritual and physical, for all you do for me. Be grateful. Gratitude does so much for us. And okay, on the bottom, excuse me, on the bottom, we have the jaguar, and it's, look how little that is. It says release. What do we speak of this? What do you need to let go of, sweetheart? Is it the idea that you have to stay in the same career that you went to school for? No. There are a lot of people that studied history and they're now authors, or they went back to school and got their teaching certificate. We are not trees. We have deep roots, but we are not trees. Go where your heart tells you. I haven't always been in the same profession. And I say, people, you listen, people love talking about me for what? And she did it. And she was like, always, failure where? But if there's something that I really want to do, I didn't realize it then. There was something that a field that I wanted to go into in my 20s, and an opportunity presented itself. And I decided that I wanted to move forward with it, and I did, and I have no regrets. I was in that profession under 2 years professionally, and I actually ventured back into my previous, I would say, industry, but a lot more refreshed with new eyes and looking at life a lot differently. I was in, I would say, service, education, for a little while, and it was very interesting, very different from the corporate world, that's for sure. Everything's done a little slower, and that's what I needed. Listen, I was used to things happening very expeditiously with timelines. But I was very rules oriented at that time. So the field that I was in, and chop, 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 made sense. And here I am now moving into the world where it's more about, your social connections and building connections, and things were slower. and that was okay. In most cases, everything, and everything worked out. You don't have to move at a certain pace for everything to work out as it should. And that was a lesson that the universe sent to me, and I received it. Right, we received. It was really nice. It was really nice. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be a permanent. You have to know when to hold and when to fold. It wasn't meant to be permanent, but certainly that time in my life, um, you know, I could. It was a lot easier to step down and step into something new, and I'm happier for it. I still have You know what? I still have connections from my time in that industry, and that says something. And it was a reminder to me to build meaningful connections, to have really clear communication about what you want, what you need. These were the type of earlier in my career. Those were some of the wonderful experiences that I was able to learn in a very kind and gentle environment. Isn't that nice to be around people that are really sweet and they love what they're doing and they love, what they do? It's just it was a nice thing. And it also made me. It also reminded me that when I ventured back into my field, the type of companies that I would have previously worked with, gentler, softer, and flexibility. I talk about that all the time. I don't know. It baffles me how some people don't take time off. They feel guilty. It's part of your benefits package. Who? What PTO? Where? I'm borrowing PTO. What? Who? She's on a trip. Where? I usually never tell people when I'm going and certainly where and with whom. It's none of your business. Did you pay for my trip? Then you don't need to know the details of it. If you're accompanying me or I'm accompanying you, you have a copy of the itinerary. And if you don't have a copy of it, then you don't need to ask any details. The audacity. Audacity is at an all-time high. Just when people ask you think that are none of their business, just walk away, honey. Just walk away. I'm gonna pull 3 tarot cards. Let's see. Ooh. 3 tarot cards. The Hangman, 5 of Wands, and 9 of Wands. Ooh. This is from the Black Tarot deck. What is going on here? Ooh. Somebody was being a bully. Somebody was being a bully, and they were lying about. You see these webs? These webs are lies. See, Miss Dancer. Miss Dancer here. She was, yes, well, she, now she's caught up. She's caught up, she likes to, 5 of Wands is always conflict. Let's see. This card is interesting, but the 5 of Wands is usually there's always conflict. One day, these people always argue, throw hands, the police is always at their house, that kind of nonsense. People throwing things out of the window. Like that type of shenanigans and foolishness. So yeah, they went after somebody. They got a group together. They got a group together, which baffles me as well. They got a group together to go after somebody, to get them stuck somehow. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that person said, if you knock, then I buck. They didn't expect that. The 9 of Wands to the 7 of so. People are. They look at someone, sauntering across the street, and they look at how they dress and the car they drive, and they're like, I can take him or her. I can do. You think so? And now you're all caught up because you knocked and they bucked. Everyone has a right to defend themselves, okay? I don't know. Yes, indeed. Somebody went to the hospital. They got their ass knocked the F out. Yeah, man. Look at it good. Look at the stuff on the bottom. Somebody was handled. And this person has spiritual protection. I'm just curious. What? One more. Oh, wow. It's over. You're not going to bully this person anymore. Look at this. Death. I said this is a protected person, a person that minds their business. And you thought you can. It baffles me how you come out of your own energy to interact with someone to mess with theirs negatively. If you're that concerned with somebody else, I don't care what is jealousy. And jealousy is a sin. Stop looking beyond yourself for validation. Even being jealous and gang stalking and all this BS, it's jealousy. Because you don't feel good enough. That's not their problem. And now everybody on the internet knows that, you're soft. Wait, you need to see her or him get knocked out to know that they're soft? You're all soft. Got our teeth knocked the F out. And this person's ancestors are going to whoop you in the spirit. You didn't know that they were MMA fighter, huh? Or whatever. You got your ass knocked out. And to conclude, mind your business. This is how this person, the person who's a bully, this is how she and her husband present themselves as they're well put together. Don't get me wrong, they live in a certain neighborhood and they drive a certain whip. But, all they do, but this is a 5 of Wands. Let's go back. See, so this couple, this is what they present. They present, let's look over here. They present this. Okay, they're together whenever they go to functions. She's cute. Her hair's done, and she wears a cute outfit. She has nice shape. He's pretty dapper. They jet set and stuff. But the truth is, all these people do is fight. 5 of Wands? Child, listen. Basura. Throw it in the garbage. Complete trash. The kids are imitating their parents' behavior because a child may not always do what you say, but they will always do what they see. They will always mimic the behavior of their environment. Why wouldn't they? That's what they're sponges. That's what sponges do. They absorb their environment. Yes. This is what, they fight all the time and disrespect each other. And it's a very, very acidic environment. And this is what they're raising these children in. But the children are wearing, shoes and the clothes and the right name brands and I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't deck your kids out and if you can afford it. Notice I said don't go into debt. Fiscal responsibility is very, very important. But yeah, if you can afford it, go ahead and buy your kids whatever you want. But that can't replace actual parenting and showing up for them and being emotionally available. These people are fighting all the time. They're not emotionally available to their children. They don't know who their children's friends are. None of it. And when they become emotionally balanced, if they do, and by the time they do, who actually knows what their children are getting into because they're raising themselves. To the outside world, this is Mrs. and Mrs. So and so. She, they run businesses and they do this and they do that, and the kids all, the kids, I love it. They speak so well. Yeah, but the children need to be loved. Everyone in that house needs healing and love. Okay? Let's choose a self-care card for today. I know a lot of people don't like that. Those of us in the spiritual community bring up the connectivity between, why wouldn't we? That's our job. Between your childhood and patterns of behavior that you recognize and go towards and recognize. When you're unhealed, there's certain things that you that are familiar to you that are unhealthy for you. They're not the best for you, because that's your familiar pattern of behavior, pattern of thinking. And once you look at the whole picture, you're like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I can make a change there. And everything on the grid of your life will change. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't want that anymore. I don't like this. And you just simply turn yourself around. And it's a beautiful thing. Be authentic. I don't like to say you stand out. I don't like to say you stand out in a crowd. By being yourself, you will shine and speak up. Just by being yourself. That's all you need. Just be you. Be you. Everyone else is taken. Be authentic. What's behind it? Surrender. Surrender. Let it go. They say give it to God. I'm telling you, it was difficult. What for me? I'm like, they're gonna really take care of it. You sure? You sure? They're like, baby, we have it. We had it since you were born. We just wanted you to let go and give it to us. Like, you sure? Listen. And now, I'm like, I'm gonna give you all this thing. I'm like, I'm too busy to even deal with it. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm gonna just give it to you. They're like, well, okay, we'll take care of it. I'm like, well, and I thank you.